Guys, don't feel, don't get bullied for putting on your family members. Don't get bullied for putting on your sister. Don't get bullied for putting on your brother. Yes, if you work in government, there's something called nepotism. But if you're a private hustler, you're a musician, you're a creative, you're an entrepreneur, who else must you empower? If you can empower outside people, why don't you empower your own family? Your own sisters, your own cousins, your own brother, your own mother, your own father. Why don't you put them on? Because anyway, you're supporting them anyway. Why don't you then put them in a position where they're able to make their own living? So don't let anybody make you feel otherwise for putting on your family. You know, Ice Cube put it so well and said, I'm going to put my son on the, what is that NWA movie? Not strict, is it Strictly Come Compton? No, Straight Out of Compton. Straight Out of Compton. And then he said, I'm not going to apologize for working all these years, working so hard. I have to put on my son. And I actually watched another movie where Ice Cube's son does a really, really remarkable role. He does a lead role. And you actually don't even think that he's the mastermind of that bank robbing team or squad. You only find out towards the end, just like some of you guys who watched back in the day, Kaiser Soze on The Usual Suspects, where you actually get to find out at the end of the movie who the real mastermind is. And the character is played by Ice Cube's son, and I think he did a great job. And even on Straight Out of Compton, I think he did a great job. So Ice Cube says it very well. I didn't work all these years so hard and bust my ass off for so many years to not put on my son. Yeah. Just because all of y'all are going to come and tell me, but yeah, no, but it's your son. I'm not in government. So Penuel, go right ahead and put on Penson. AReece, go right ahead and put on Jody, the real Jody. Shout out to you guys. Don't listen to anybody guys tell you you mustn't put on your family. Put on your families as much as you can. Actually, that's the right thing to do. Put on your families. If you can put on strangers who will then later on in a couple of years' time, they even call you a Satan. They end up becoming your enemies. They end up calling you names. And you put them on. You got them when they had nothing. Why don't you might as well just put on your own family? So that's my message to people who are saying, yeah, but you know, hey, this and that, hey, this. For me, like, put on your family, guys. Put on your community, guys. Put on your family members, guys. There's no such a thing as black tax. I don't even know where as Ubuntu gone, as Abantaba Mnyama, where we are even so afraid, or we are even frowning upon or coming up with beautiful, intelligent arguments that we shouldn't support our families. No, it's black tax. Hey, now I must go. So you've forgotten all those people that used to work hard, run around, share your CVs, borrow you money, or even let you sleep in their homes, organize you a job, putting you on, you know, trying to get back trying to call people they know, so giving you money so you can kibela matakes, helping you put together your CVs. You know, they were there for you when you were 14, 18, 16, 12 years old, 19, 21, when you're trying to get a job. Ever seat. All of those people now you must forget.
Yeah.
And just because you're now educated, you've got a qualification, and you're intelligent, and there's just all these big social media arguments. Yeah, no, we don't want black tax. To hell with that, guys. I'm gonna say it, and I'm trying. There is no such a thing as black tax in Africa. This is Africa that we're in. They're saying it takes a village to raise a child. So look after your family. Look after where you're from. Look after the people who looked after you when you couldn't look after yourself. Look after the people who put you on. Look after the people who contributed to help you study. There were some people who were sacrificing their own time at night.
Some uneducated people who gave you money to go to school.
Do you know what I mean?
Bangeko educated themselves. You know what I mean? Bangana education bona self, but they gave you money to go to school to get the education they didn't have. So.
And then when you want to come back now and tell us, hey, black tax 1, 2, 3, 4, hey, other people now you're gonna fold.
But they must know how to do the work, right? And you must train them if they don't. And they must be competent. Like, I'm sorry, you know, businesses go down because sometimes we bring people on board. I get it. Let's support our families. I fully agree. Let's support them. Let's bring them on board. Unfortunately, my sisters won't come on board because I won't be able to afford to pay them.
But you can.
But comfortable.
But you start them low, though.
But they can hustle on the side.
Yeah, they deliver.
But right.
Yeah.
On their own, right?
Okay, yeah,
but they help. You know, my one sister agreed to do a non-profit project together. We haven't really done much, but I mean, we're in there and she's happy. They need their salaries and they're happy to help. But I'm just saying that if they had not had the certain basic skills that I need, I would also have to make sure that they get that skill so that, you know, we carry on working together. Maybe they should just focus on an area that they know well, and where you have a need, you train them up and work with them. I fully agree. I mean, I don't know about the black tax thing, but, you know, I just think also we need to normalize our relations as black people. Our family relations sometimes get very dysfunctional amongst each other. Maybe it's other things come into play where we forget, you know, there's an aunt of mine who gave us 600 rand. I'll never forget it. It was in 1989 to pay boarding fees because my father's sister, my father wasn't around. We couldn't get hold of him. We had to go back to school. I was in boarding school. We had to pay. And she gave us that money. And I can't, you know, it's one thing that I never ever forget. There's teachers who have helped us. There's community members, even beyond our families. As you say, we lived in a close-knit society and community growing up, most of us. And you would be helped by, I remember the one time I didn't have a job. I mean, I didn't have money for taxi. And ukoko in my street, one of the old ladies, my mom had already left for work because she used to leave early, and I didn't know how I'm going to get to work. And this old lady gave me 10 rand. You know, no questions asked. But today, njengobush makumele sisizane sekuneyitori eziningi.
Ngoba senhlakaniphile bosisiMandisa nisafuna ukuncede lo
sesikhohliwe ukuthi siphumaphi.
Nikhohliwe.
Yeah, sikhohliwe.
So the Modiselle sisters, proud of all of you guys. And I don't want to say you guys put each other on, but the fact that your older sister Refiloe, I'm so proud of you, my sister. I've seen you come up in the industry. But then you had Bontle come up and build her own career. Then you've got Candice come up and build her own career, coming from the same family, killing the game, killing the industry. The Qwabe twins, the ones that work with DJ Tiragonja, they are there? The twins. Are they the Qwabe twins? And then the other twins that I also had on the Hustlers Corner. I mean, I always marvel when I see people put each other on, but then they come in to deliver, as you were saying.
Exactly.
It's not like good man, I'm glad to Mundu Zoba Mtwalo. You know what I mean?
Motion, are they related to each other?
No, they're not related, okay. Yeah. But they've just broken up. But I mean, I believe there'll forever be an existing brotherhood amongst them.
Yeah.
You know how many people who've helped who are not our families when it's Mandis?
It's mostly sometimes, which is why I was saying, Witty, yes, the principle is great. Let me empower my child. She wants me to empower, and I need her to empower, you know, to empower my business as well. And sometimes it's better, you know, it also deals with the generational issue. Because we're older, so if we bring in maybe our nieces and our nephews into the projects that we're doing, it helps them because, you know, they get to learn in a nurturing space as well. But what's important is that we lived in a community setup, in clan setup. Some of us who grew up in rural areas. And ubusizwa umuntu ongamazi.
Yeah.
Ongakwazi nokuthi ubani. Lo muntu has no idea whether they're going to gain anything from helping you. They have no idea where you're going to end up tomorrow.
Yeah.
But if by us, which we've been struggling at varsity, often communities would even come together, club money, and pay fees.
I agree.
For children in their communities who are not even relatives. So it's that whole thing of us having to just find our way back towards each other as black people.
The concept of Ubuntu.
Exactly. And not to abuse it, because this Ubuntu thing gets abused.
I totally agree. Now we're going to so far, I guess, so umthwalo. So zelenje ukuzokhola. Umthwala usebenzi, uzelenje just because umalumu wakho uyo own le company, just because indoda yakho iyo, just because ubhuti wakho kufakile, you are just a hangers on umthwala. Watseba ke nkuru janu ngiyayithola le noriyo. Kabaka mtlisa motho. Kamkenya khandi hey kitlisa livila leleng. Exactly.
I
love you guys.